24 Minnesota counties, including the entire metro, now in the orange or red categories where masks are recommended. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelsey Carlson.
And I'm Randy Meyer. Major employers are telling workers to mask up and get a vaccine. Universities now imposing their own requirements.
And Theo Keith joining us with this breaking news. Theo?
Kelsey, Randy, the U.S. is seeing a surge that's worse than the one last summer. It's worst in states with huge numbers of people unvaccinated. The last few hours have felt like an inflection point. The University of Minnesota is putting a mask mandate in place starting tomorrow. If you go to Target or Cub, you'll see workers again covering their faces. Meanwhile, Allina Health and M Health Fairview will require employees to get a vaccine by October. The University of St. Thomas imposing a vaccine requirement for students and staff this fall. Businesses and universities are taking the CDC's lead and telling workers and students to mask up. Health Commissioner Jan Malcolm said she wore a mask to the store this weekend, but she said the increase in cases is not something that should stop vaccinated, lower-risk people in their tracks. And she was clear about another statewide mask requirement.
And in terms of whether we're looking at the statewide mandates, the answer to that is no.
Monday, state and federal officials tried to refocus attention on the vaccine drive. Federal officials say states where COVID is surging are suddenly seeing huge increases in their vaccination rates. For the first time in weeks, Minnesota is seeing an increase of people getting a shot too. 30,000 first doses went into arms last week, compared with about 20,000 each of the previous 2 weeks.
We never said that this was going to be easy, but the best thing we can do right now is listen to the science and get more people vaccinated and follow the CDC public health recommendations.
Health systems, including Allina and M Health Fairview, are requiring employees to get vaccinated by this fall. It's a trend the Biden administration expects to expand to other employers too.
I think you're going to see a continued increase in vaccination requirements as people bring employees back to work.
67% of eligible Minnesotans have now gotten at least one shot. That's nearly 3.2 million people. Of them, state health officials say they know of less than 4,500 breakthrough cases where a vaccinated person has then tested positive. Randy, that's roughly 1/10 of 1% of vaccinated people.
Yep, going to keep that in mind.